So after we've measured the piece, there is a command key, which is F7, and that is going to bring up our workspace management. And it's asking what is the dimensions of that piece of metal. So our height was 1 inch. So I'm typing on the keyboard 1. I can arrow down. Now I can tab down. And my next one is going to be 3 inches wide. And so for reference, we aren't using this tracking ball, tracking ball here to control the mouse on the screen. But once we have added our height and width, don't worry about the multiple plates. All you need to do is hit OK. And now the area up here in our lines is, if you note, it's 1, 2, 3 inches. That is now our piece of metal that we have on the cutting deck right here, which is 1 inch tall by 3 inches wide. At this point, you will come up here and hit the T for text, because you're going to type some text on here. And let's say we're going to type one-handed here, Fred and Jeannie. Okay, so first of all, I think my caps lock was on and I shifted on your first name, so it's reverse of what it would be. Second of all, you'll note that it's too long with how it just defaulted. That's fine, it just types in some default font. The next thing we're going to want to do is hit this D up here. Now what this D is redraw. And it will center at least top to bottom or side to side, and you can select and drag it down there. I don't really like that font. We're going to change our font. We're going to go to DL send something. This is a pretty standard engraving font. Normally your names would be spelled differently, not spelled differently, but capitalized differently. We're not going to change it. At this point, we will go to the engraver if we like what we had. I mean, if we want to make it bigger, we can stretch on the side, expand it. Over here, because it says centered, it should stay centered. If you want it left justified, hit left. You have to hit the D, the redraw button, and now it's going to left justify it. Now I go back to center, redraw. There we go. Now we're centered again.